The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Richardson going to move him around. They'll run here with a rookie. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. They go play action with Richardson. Crossing route complete to Ross. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. And now an audible here into something else. Now Richardson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now it's Richardson. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Stroud. Flushed out right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Texans at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You look at this Colt defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, south. Hey, south. Good.
Stroud and company going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. We're scoreless after one. Stroud looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy check downs. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Here we go.
As Stroud now to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Escapes the defender. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Richardson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead is Strong. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tucker Kraft with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Now he's got a man complete. Pushes past him. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he he takes it in for a Colts score.
Anthony Richardson.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Richardson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Richardson looking to throw.
Touchdown! A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Oh, right.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
11. Hey, uno more. 19 seconds.
Stroud to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On the quick, right?
Fourth down. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Richardson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Stroud out of the gun here.
Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Here we go. 2J.
Give up the middle to Strong.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Strong. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Pierre Strong.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's caught. Mitchell. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
In motion left is Mitchell.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Now Richardson.
Flush to it, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Will Anderson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Richardson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Now it's Richardson.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Back to throw. Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Oh, go. 11.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stroud. This one swung outside to Strong. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Hey, uno more. 19 Texans.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Stroud looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Back to the ground with Strong.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Stroud to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
from the gun. They'll try to run it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.